In this video, one of my favorite YouTubers is going to save you all some money. What is up, everybody, and welcome to 40 Runs. My name is Chris Ford, and when I'm not hosting podcasts, I'm a running coach based here in the UK. Okay, people, so get ready because we are actually going to save you some money today. Now, before we get into that, I've got to give an introduction to one of my favorite YouTubers, and that is Emily from Run Like Hella. Now, if you didn't know, I did the New York City Marathon in 2023 with the guys from Believe in the Run. And part of that team, the Train to New York team, was Emily. Now, we've had Emily on the channel before, but after spending some time with her in New York, I realized that she was even more awesome than I thought she was. And it kind of got me thinking when I came back is like, how can I actually do some like more collaborative work with people like Emily on this YouTube channel? So at this time of the year, we're about to get like a what's it load of new shoe releases. There's going to be loads of new shoes coming at us, in particular in February. So it got me thinking again, because we're always looking for value on this channel. What could we do right now to sort of, I don't know, show you some shoes that were out last year that I think are worth picking up, or actually not I think worth picking up, or somebody else thinks you should pick up. So I asked Emily, and I could have asked her to do like her, shoes she's most looking forward to or stuff she's running because she's got all the latest shoes on her channel. But I said to her, let's have a look back at 2023. Give me like your top 3 picks from the year. Now, the reason we've done that is because you can pick those shoes up now cheaper already than last year, but they're going to keep coming down in price. So a good example is the SC Trainer from New Balance. You can pick that up over here in the UK, £100 cheaper than it was originally on sale. Yes, you've got like the new colorways, which are still expensive, but like the black version of that shoe is £100 cheaper, even on the New Balance website. So hopefully the shoes that she mentions will give you some food for thought and stop you necessarily running out and buying the new models, because the latest models this year, some of them are very similar to what we had last year. So you don't actually need to rush out and buy those. The value is probably in last year's models, which we've done a bit about already on this channel. So that's why I wanted to get Emily on here, get her input on here, because I really respect her, really appreciate her views on running shoes. And I think you guys will get a lot out of it as well. So make sure before we get into her part of the video that you subscribe to Run Like Hella. Make sure you're following all the social platforms. As I say, she's a genuine person. She's not some like 2:30 marathon runner. She's just like a normal runner like you and me. She's a great human being. She just absolutely smashed the New York City Marathon. She went under 4 hours on a brutal course. So she's a cracking runner. She does great shoe reviews. And as I said, she's just a really nice human being. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and follow her on everything. Okay, so with that out of the way, here she comes. She's going to give you 3 shoes from last year that she really digged. And as I said, watch this video, then go out if you're looking for a new pair of shoes, but have a look at those because they're probably going to offer you a lot of value.
Good morning, 40. What's up, everybody? I am super excited to be here today on 40 Runs channel to talk about my top 3 favorite shoes of 2023. 2023 was a good year for running shoes. I mean, all the brands really brought their A game. So naturally, because of that, this was a pretty hard video to make. 40 asked me to pick 3 of my favorite running shoes, and I bent the rules a little bit and gave you a runner-up. So we'll start with the runner-up and then we'll make our way to my favorite shoe of 2023. And the runner-up is the On Cloud Eclipse. Now, if you had told me that an On shoe was gonna make my list in any capacity last year, I would have told you were crazy. But in comes the Cloud Eclipse towards the end of the year, and when I got it, I just never wanted to take my foot out of this thing. I had never really been a big fan of On running shoes, but in 2023, they changed up their cloud technology a little bit in the Cloudsurfer 6 and for the On Cloud Eclipse, and I think it just changed the game. The Cloud Eclipse is supposed to be their max cushion shoe, and I think they did that superbly. It's a lot different than the other max cushion shoes on the market. This isn't going to give you that sinking in mushy cushion feeling that a lot of max cushion shoes do. It's going to give you a firmer, more responsive, and even bouncy, if you will, ride, and it was just one that I couldn't get enough of. I recommend this shoe to anybody who's looking for more cushion, but not necessarily that mushy, sloppy feeling. Number 3 on my list is my favorite super shoe of 2023, and that is the Hoka Rocket X2. When I put my foot in it for that first run, I knew we were going to get along great. Mainly the magic here, in my opinion, is the midsole. The Piba foam here mixed with the carbon plate is a top-notch combination, and it's also one that I think is going to be accessible to a lot of runners of different experience levels. You're getting that race day feel, that spring, that propulsion from the plate and the foam, but it's not that aggressive, harsh feeling that maybe some people don't really dig. I know for me, I really liked it. I thought it was a smooth ride, and I didn't think it compromised on speed at all. I raced in the shoe a couple times and I had no regrets. And not only did I race in this shoe, but I did tons of workouts in it and it felt great every time. I love that Hoka stepped out of their box in 2023 and gave us a really solid top competitor super shoe that everyone can love, or at least I loved it. Now for my top 2 shoes of 2023. One brand really won me over last year, and it might be no surprise to you guys, I did run Train to NYC with them, although that has nothing to do with the fact that I just thought their shoes were awesome in 2023. So in second place, I have the New Balance 1080 V13. I love this daily trainer. For starters, the upper is super comfortable and durable. They changed the formula of this midsole for V13 and it just blows the past versions out of the water. It's soft, it's plush, it's super cushioned, but it also has some life and some bounce in it that the past versions just did not have. I took it on long, easy runs. I took it on regular, moderate, everyday runs, and I even did a little bit of speed work in this shoe. We just got along so well and I enjoyed every mile I put into this thing. For me, it's one of those daily trainers that I can just set it and forget it and concentrate on my running and my stride rather than what the shoe is doing on my foot. And that's all why this had to be my number 2 pick. Well, if you've already followed me, you probably know what my favorite shoe of the year was, and that is the New Balance SC Trainer V2. I absolutely crushed mileage in this shoe in 2023. When I was training for New York City, I took this out the majority. I'd say probably like 85 to 90% of my running was in the SC Trainer V2. And I took it out on long runs, like 20 milers. I took it out on some speed work. I took it out on my easy days. And it felt good for every single thing that I did with it. For starters, the upper is fairly breathable, which I really appreciated in the summertime when I was putting those miles in. But this combo of the Energy Arc plate and the fuel cell foam is fantastic. It definitely feels more elevated than your standard daily trainer, of course, because it has that plate, but the plate doesn't control the ride of the shoe. It's not a really aggressive ride. I mean, I liked it so much that I opted to wear the SC Trainer V2 over the SC Elite V3, the super shoe, on race day. It's just an absolutely stellar package that I cannot recommend enough to any kind of runner looking to do any kind of run. I think it is just that versatile. I don't know how they could possibly top it for me, but somehow I'm sure they will. And those are my top 3 favorite shoes with an honorable mention of 2023. I cannot wait to see what we get in 2024. I'm sure 40 feels the same. Until then though, thank you so much 40 for having me on the channel. So you guys better get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like 40.
Right, guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. And as always, big shout out to Emily for thanks coming on for doing this video. We really, really appreciate it here at 40 Runs. Hopefully, we can do some other stuff together. Let us know in the comments if you want to see more of me and her doing some stuff together, or there's some other people you want me to collab with. That'd be cool to know. So let me know in the comments. But yeah, like I said, don't rush out and buy all these new models that are coming your way. The value is in last year's shoes. So the shoes she's spoken about, they're the ones I think to go for. Right, guys, that's enough from me. Thanks very much. And I will catch you all, well, on the next podcast or the next video.